In this video, I'm going to be finding multiple profitable products live for you guys. I'll be sourcing across the internet, doing online arbitrage, planning to flip these products on Amazon for a profit. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, and I've generated over $3 million in revenue, and I can't wait to show you guys what I've got. So let's jump right in. Okay, so right away, you guys need to know the two tools that you need to source properly are Keepa and SellerAmp. That's going to tell you all the data, and I'll break it down as I'm doing some live sourcing for you guys right here. And so right away, I'm going to jump into some manual sourcing. Let's do a Gap sale, right? Because I know Gap's a really popular brand, and so I'm going to look around and do a live sourcing session on some Gap really quick. And so right away, I'm just seeing this one right now. $59.99 is what it usually sells for, but it's actually selling 60% off, which is actually a pretty big discount. And so using SellerAmp, like I mentioned, you guys, let me scooch myself over here. Right here, guys, is a extension, and I just pressed SellerAmp, and this opens up this exact hoodie here on Amazon. So we can see here, it looks like this might be the same one. We can open up that on Amazon. So we can see right here, I believe this is the same product. We're going to jump into Amazon, and we can see this one does sell 50 times a month. And you can see SellerAmp opens up right here on the side again. And so where Keepa comes into play, we're going to scroll down here, and you can see these are the Keepa charts, right? This line here up top is the BuyBox. That's the price at which this product is selling at. And so we can see it was actually selling around 34, 37. This is going to tell us how fast it's selling, the monthly sold right here. And right, guys, the bottom line is the offer count. How many other resellers are on it, how fast they're selling out, etc. If we see a lot of movement in this line here, the purple line, we know people are hopping on the listing, and we know they're actually selling off the listing as well. So we know this product is getting sold. So if we jump back over to the Gap website, we can see it's $23.99. If we enter that in, I don't think it's going to be too profitable. But if we jump down here, we can check and see under Keepa, the data tab, the BuyBox statistics, see if we can squeeze out a higher price, right? And so we can see right here, at 24%, someone's actually selling it at $33.22. And so if we look even further, is there any other higher prices that we can win it at? I think $33.22 isn't bad. So let's try $33.22. Still not profitable. Let's see if we can get it any lower. So what we're going to do is use discount codes. And so let's jump over into Gap and see if there's any discount codes that we can get if we add it to our bag. So what we're going to do down here under the promo code, guys, these are really important extensions to have. Okay, so write these ones down. Coupon Birds, Coopert, and Capital One Shopping is really great. And so what we can do when we come down to the promo code section is some of these are something you guys are going to want to write down. The Coupon Birds, Coopert, and Capital One Shopping extension. They're going to give you guys some really awesome coupon codes. And so some of these don't always work on Gap. Let's try it out. This one doesn't necessarily work here. And so it's already 60% off. That's probably why they disable discount codes. Let's see, $119 plus 95 cents there. That's per. So we're getting it $23.99 still. And if we jump over to Amazon, like I said, that's not too profitable. What we can do, guys, is go to CardBear and try to squeeze out even more profit. And so let's jump over to CardBear and see what type of discounts they have with a Gap discount. Right here, we can see a Gap gift card is 20% off that we can get it. And so if we jump over and we see $23.99 minus 20%, okay, we can see it's almost profitable there. Minus 20% here, and it's 38 cents profit. So still not profitable. We can just move on to the next one, right? So we'll jump back over and we'll go right into deals and clearance, and we can find some other products that might be profitable here. So let's look up a hoodie because that was a decent one. I can see this one looks like it might be pretty good because it's 60% off as well. So this one is a black one. Let's take a look here. Like I said, SellerAmp is going to open up the side panel and look up those products on Amazon for you. And so right here, I think this one looks like it's the same one, but it looks like it's going to be on sale. So I don't think this one is going to be profitable. We can skip this one, right? Let's jump back over to the hoodies and see anything else. What we can also do is while that loads up is go over to SellerAmp, and we can jump over into the new feature called advanced search, which is really awesome. Okay, let's jump over to the advanced search and filter out our criteria. We can come over to the advanced search on SellerAmp, and I just filled out the gap criteria. The offer counts as a minimum of 3 to 30, and the sold in the past month from 20 to 5,000. And we're just going to press run, and we can see what it's come up with for us. And so we can see some of these prices are pretty low. And what we're going to want to actually do is add a search criteria of the price. And we can see the new price is currently, let's set that to at least $25 and a maximum of around 90. And so let's rerun that and see what it comes up with for us. And it's a lot better options here for us. So let's take a look here at some of them. Let's jump right into this one here. We were just looking at this product, about $33.49. Let's go over to Gap and see if they have this exact product here as well. So the hoodies, we can scroll down and try to find some of these products here. So it's looking like this one is the same one here. It's looking similar to the prices as before. What we can do is go to variations on Keepa and try to see if there's any higher prices that they're selling at. And so let's see, $55 for this pink one here. Let's jump over to that. So we can see this hoodie is selling for $55, potentially is on sale. So if we jump over back to Gap, see if there's any of these colors here. Oh, it looks like this is the same one, but it is selling at a higher price now. So extra 60% off applied at checkout. So let's jump over to the Amazon listing here and see extra small. What is the small selling for? 38. Let's go to extra small here. Extra small, add 5 to our cart. Jump over to the checkout and see what the 60% off looks like for us. So we can actually delete these here. Wow, $16 is what it's going for. So this is a really good product. $16 per is what we're looking at. So $80 right there. And what we can stack on top of that is 20% more. So $16 per minus 20%. That's going to be $12.80 per, and it sells for $55.16. So $23.85 profit. We can see Amazon is selling it, but there's only 5 left in stock. So they're going to be selling out here soon, and we're going to be able to capture the buy box and get $23 profit per unit. So that's one in the bag. So now we can look at some other variations, and we can see this one, Turkish coffee. I know for a fact I saw this not too long ago on the website here. If we can see Turkish coffee, is this the same one? You want to always double check that it's the same one. You never want to guess. You want to make sure. So this Turkish coffee is the same one here from Gap, $23.99. We can see it's $43.08, so we're going to jump right over to here, $23.99. Okay, $23.99. A little bit of profit there, but minus that 20% because of the gift card, and we're looking at some pretty good profit there, $7.45. And this one here is another profitable Gap product. So we can also see there's 26 options, and let's take a look at this one. It's actually $50, and so that is a gray color. And now what we have to do is just go jump over to Gap and see if they have that same color. And so it's looking like charcoal heather gray. That is looking charcoal heather as well. So that's the same thing, $23.99, and this one sells for, let's see, all buying options on the side, $50. So if we jump over down to here, let's see, what was the last buy box price, right? So we want to see, it was $50, and so we could sell it at $50 and still get the buy box. $23.99 again, minus the 20%, we're looking at $14 profit per. And so we're looking maybe 5 to 10 units would sell throughout the month, maybe even more. And so if we got 10, this alone is about $150 profit. And so let alone those other products from Gap we already found. These are 3 pretty decent profitable products, guys, that we found here pretty quickly. And so let's move on to some other products. Let's do some reverse sourcing now. So what I'll do is jump in, right? Because this is profitable. So I want to look at some other sellers that is also selling that profitable product. So I went into the all buying options and clicked into this guy's storefront. And now he did all the work for me. He found all the products. All I'm trying to do is find where to buy them. And so if I can see this one here, let's look. It's another Gap product that this guy is selling. And so it's a large here, pure red. So let me jump over to Google and see. Oh, it looks like it's out of stock, I think, because it was so good. So $19 is what it's selling for here. All of them, except for the large, is out of stock. So let's check out here. This is large, selling for $33. Let me look here. Amazon Amazon's selling at $27.99. What we can do to see what the actual buy box price is consistently winning at, we can see $27.95 is 30%, 37%. And so we know we can win up at $27.95. And if we still have that cost price of $19.99, I don't think that's going to be profitable. But let's take a look. $19.97. Oh, here we go. Final sale, extra 60% off applied at checkout. So if we add, okay, let's add, oh, it's sold out. It just sold out as I was here for you guys. You can see how quick things sell out. So that one's sold out. Got to move on, right? Let's go to page number 2 on this guy's storefront and see if there's anything else that's pretty good here. So right here, the black one, the boys black hoodie, it looks like the price tanked a lot here when I hover over the Keepa chart. So probably going to skip on that one. I do not want to run into a tanking product, but we can just keep jumping down the list here. We can see this one doesn't look too good. It just looks like it's probably just the brand selling that product. This one does have some movement. So let's pop this open and see what we can find here. If we can see right away, this is selling 100 times a month. He's selling it for $69.99. But if you come over to the Keepa charts, you can see people are selling it actually for, looks like $57.73. It's jumping up there. Yeah, $57.73 we could probably squeeze it out for. So $57.73 is a realistic price. And what we can do is just pop open Google and see if we can find where to buy this product from. And so let's double check the actual brand website. This looks like it is the starter kit. We got to double check on Amazon and make sure what we're looking at is correct. This is also the starter kit. So let's go over to the website and see if we do the subscribe and save, it is actually $38, 3 months. Let's add 3 to our cart. Let's go in there and check out and see if there is any discount codes, right? Because that's important to use here while checking out. So let's try these codes here from Capital One Shopping. That was the extension I told you guys that you should probably try and install to see if any of them work. So right off the bat, $38 is probably already profitable, but we're just being, we're just trying to squeeze out even more profit if we can. So I'm trying out all these codes here, and as they go through, we're hoping that one of them works. But if not, we're still going to run the numbers at $38, and I think it is going to be profitable. So I do walk through all of my inner circle students through this entire process, and I just throw products at them and kind of give them winning products here and there. And if any of you are interested in that one-on-one handheld guidance throughout this whole process of finding products and really getting this business off the ground, there's a link below for you guys to check out my coaching program. So we can see this did not actually pop up any discount codes for us, but it's still $115.20 for 3 of them. So let's do the math. That's $38.40. And if we do $38.40 here, that is still profitable, guys. We're looking at $38.40. That's 7% profit margin, $4.50 profit per. Not too good, but let's see if we can squeeze out an even higher price. If we look over in the buy box statistics like we always do, we're going to see if there's a different product or a different price that we could sell this product at. So let's see, 47 is not what we want to see. We want to see high prices. So 57 is probably the highest one we're able to squeeze out. And so 59, this wins only 1%, not likely. Although he did win 1 minute ago, that's funny. I don't see it likely that we'll actually win that because of the data here, right? 57.73 is what was previously won, so that's what I'm pricing it at and most likely what we're going to win at. So this is just a quick little sourcing session. I think we found 3 or 4 different winning products, but this was a pretty good one, guys. And all these gap ones you guys are going to want to go through and possibly write down and buy for yourselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live sourcing session. And if you guys had any questions, feel free to comment them down below. I love answering your guys' questions. And if you did feel like you wanted that one-on-one coaching directly from me, where I could walk you through finding products, getting approved to sell name brand products, and actually getting this whole thing off the ground, you can check out that link below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.